Hello fighters! Rustmarrow here, and today we're going to be opening the second start deck in the brand new Vanguard Reboot series, the Kagero Crested Dragon deck. So actually in Singapore they ran out of free copies of this deck to give out at the Vanguard Reboot trial events, so I had no choice but to buy this month's copy of the Monthly Bushiroad magazine to get my hands on this Crested Dragon deck. But no matter, let's get right into this, starting off with the brand new first Vanguard. Well, not so brand new because I'm pretty sure you guys who've been playing Vanguard since the beginning are very familiar with this card as well. Lizard Runner Undo. Same as the first Vanguard in the Crested Dragon Start Deck. His ability is when you ride over him, you get to draw a card. So we are moving straight into the triggers now and seeing another familiar card. Our heal trigger of 20k shield now is going to be Dragon Monk Genjo. Probably gonna get 4 copies of him as the heal trigger. And then we have the draw trigger, Red Gem Carbuncle, another familiar card but looking a bit different art-wise and style-wise, but pretty awesome, like dragonic design right there. I think he fits the Kagero style a lot more right now compared to like his old design. So 4 copies of that as well, most likely. And of course, you guys will definitely remember this guy, back the old Kagero critical trigger. Demon Dragon Apostle Raksha. So definitely gonna get another 4 copies of him there. And now that 10 triggers are gone, we're probably gonna get, another critical trigger in the form of another familiar card, the Embodiment of the Spear, Tahr. And there we go, another 4 copies of that. So that's all for the triggers. Now let's take a look at the Great One. Starting off with Dragon Monk Gojo, yet another really just so nice to see like all of these nostalgic cards come back like this and looking really badass there as well. So here we have Dragon Monk Gojo. When he is in your rearguard circle and you use him to boost and you have more rearguards than your opponent, he becomes a 10k booster, so similar to Wingull in the other start deck. Looks like we're also only gonna have 2 copies of him. Up next we've got Dragon Knight Bruges. So when this card is in your rearguard circle and you attack the Vanguard, it gets an additional 3k power. So it's basically like a Grade 1 Vanguard attacker that you can use like when your Vanguard is Grade 1. So, yep. And of course, up next we are getting our Kanzen Guard for the Kagero deck. And our Kanzen Guard is going to be Guard Griffin. So 4 copies of that as well, most likely. 3 and 4. And now of course our vanilla Grade 1 attacker, the Embodiment of Armor Bar, with its good old stats but with additional shield this time, and 8k power. Alright, and so this is one of the special advantages of getting this start deck for Monthly Bushiroad instead of the free event, in that the Nehalem we get is actually the original artwork instead of the new artwork of Nehalem, so that's pretty cool. In this iteration, when Nehalem is in your rearguard circle, you can counterblast 2 in order to select one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. So pretty decimating effect. Up next, another Grade 2, we are getting Dragon Armored Knight. When this card is in your rearguard circle and your Vanguard is Grade 3 or above, it gains an additional 3k power, so it will become a 13k attacker, allowing you to reach the opponent's Grade 3s. And next, a little unfamiliar looking card. I'm not sure if this card used to exist in the past, but it's going to be our Grade 2 Vanilla attacker, the Embodiment of the Shield, Ram. So 4 copies of that as well, I assume. And now we're getting into the Grade 3s. With the 4 symbol over there, right now we are looking at Wyvern Strike Agaruda with Grade 3 Twin Drive and 13k base power. Of course, when you ride with him, you're able to add 1 imaginary gift marker force to your field. So this will be like the supplementary Grade 3 in this deck. And next we have the main Grade 3 of our deck, the Crested Dragon. So similar to Agaruda, he has the imaginary gift marker force over there, and his ability is when this card attacks your Vanguard, if you have 3 or more rearguards, this unit gets plus 3k power. So basically exactly the same as the Star Drive Dragon in the Royal Paladin start deck. And that will be 4 copies as well, looking pretty awesome there. Compared to Star Drive Dragon, I definitely like Crested Dragon designs more. I mean, just look at that pose in this artwork, it just looks so dynamic. Like, Star Drive Dragon was like just sitting on a rock and blasting laser out of its mouth, but here you can see like flames whipping around Crested Dragon's right face and he's like right about to smash his enemy with a double critical trigger, you know, that kind of stuff. And that will be the last card of the units in this deck, and now we have 3 copies, I assume, of the imaginary gift force marker. Yep, 3 over there. Really nice looking cards. And with that, that'll be the end of this Crested Dragon deck opening. If you enjoyed this opening, don't forget to give this video a like and let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this upcoming Vanguard Reboot. And of course, make sure you subscribe for future Vanguard Reboot product openings on the day of release. In about 12 days, we will be getting the first proper products of the Vanguard Reboot lineup, the Kai Toshiki and Sendo Aichi trial decks. So if you guys don't want to miss that, make sure you guys check back to my channel on the 12th of May. And with that, hope to see you guys in the next Vanguard video.
Break your spell, Vanguard! The dark will drown the